Hey everybody.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome back to Manda JD. I'm Manda.
I'm JD.
In today's video, we're going to give you all the wedding planning tips and advice on how we chose our bridal party, venue, working with a really small budget, and just advice on how to choose good, responsible people in your bridal party. How we chose our wedding party. So when I looked at who to choose as my maid of honor, I really couldn't choose anyone that I really wanted other than my brother. Yeah, sorry, had to hear our son. But when I looked to see who to choose for my maid of honor, I couldn't choose anybody who was more special to me than my brother.
I was like, you can have him as your maid of honor. You're a woman.
I'm like, well,
Hey.
I want him in my wedding, so it has to be something I can put him in. So I was researching to see if you can choose a man as your man of honor. So, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's how I choose my brother. And also my brother is very responsible. He knows me so well that he knows like what I want, and I knew he was gonna be there for me. I knew he was gonna be there for me on my big day, and so that's how I got that person, the most important person for me.
Choosing best friend is just somebody that you could rely on. For me, I relied on my best friend Jeff. He was there for me, especially throughout the whole process until the first wave that we had was hit by COVID. Once that happened, then that's when miscommunication started to happen.
One particular advice we would definitely recommend in planning your wedding is allow yourself enough time to plan, because the first go around, when we first planned our wedding for the first time in 2020 for our wedding date in 2021, we gave ourselves a whole year to plan.
Well, it was supposed to be in 2020, but then we pushed it to 2021, and then we pushed it to 2022, and then
yes,
we pushed
but
it to 2023, and then we pushed it to
but the first time we started planning our wedding, we gave ourselves enough time. Yeah, when we officially started saying, okay, 2023 will be our wedding, New Year's Eve.
Yep.
New Year's Eve will be our wedding. We started officially planning in 2023. We didn't plan until like the summer. So we didn't give enough time. We were like, look, we're gonna do this less than 6 months. Now, when I went to choose my bridesmaids, those are people who, of course, you want them to be responsible, but they don't have a lot of responsibility in the wedding other than buying the dresses and showing up and having a good time. So I automatically knew who I was gonna choose as my bridesmaids. I chose my best friend, Tania, and best friend Angela from high school. I knew this was gonna be down, but I needed more people in the wedding, and I was opening up to JD to figure out like, hey, is there anybody you want? I feel like it's okay for you to open up and ask your groom if they want anybody as a female in the wedding party on your end. That way, you know, he can open up for you, and if you want somebody as a male on the groom side. I did open up to JD, and we agreed upon his sister being our wedding. One, I knew her, I loved her, I had a great relationship with her. I knew she would be down and excited to be in our wedding because she's one person who supported our relationship from the beginning.
Sorry, we had to get the baby together. Put him in the room. Continue on with the story.
And tips on choosing bridesmaids, like I said, people who actually have money, because at one point some of my bridesmaids were having trouble paying for the dress. Dress was like $100, so make sure your bridesmaids have money and are able to buy the dresses and get their hair done and everything like that.
Or you can let them know ahead of time. If you are working with a budget, months in advance planning should be like, it should be there. If you get a suit off of Amazon, make sure that everybody knows how to go get themselves measured so they can order the right size clothing off of Amazon. Yeah,
and also, y'all, don't sleep on Amazon, because first thing we did, we went to Men's Warehouse, because that's what people do, go to Men's Warehouse. But those suits there,
this expensive ass suit.
Yeah, his suit was awesome.
Wow.
Let me not talk about his. The groom's, go to Men's Warehouse. But at the wedding party, they had the rent suit, so it was like $200, $300 to rent a suit. Well, you can just go to Amazon, like my man of honor did, and get a suit for like $75. Looks exactly the same as Men's Warehouse. So number 2 is choosing the right venue. Now, originally when we planned our wedding, we told you our original date was 8/21/21. We looked at so many venues, and at that time, again, our budget was still strict, very strict. So we were looking at something that was way under 5,000, like maybe 2,000 at the most. The very first venue we saw was the amphitheater, and that venue was huge. That's where they had meeting. She said 10,000, I think.
Ooh.
But the room you had was like it was huge. I tell you, it was huge.
And then she found 2 more venues.
Yes, and then the other one was the Foundry.
Yep.
And that place was gorgeous because like we wanted a place that was like a one-stop shop that you didn't have to go multiple, like a church, and then a reception. We wanted one place, the entire wedding ceremony and reception. So the Foundry we saw was like a nice wedding venue that had an outside like courthouse. Then you come inside like a ballroom area where you could have your reception. There's tables. There's like a little TV screen, music, and we love that place. It was about $2,500. Only thing we didn't like was that you had to use their catering.
Yep.
And it was a little bit over budget, so. But it was nice.
Not that good. Then, after however long of searching, I just suggested, hey, how about the place that I worked at? It's the Partridge Inn.
A hotel antique.
Yes. And at that time, it was before their renovations happened, before they opened their rooftop bar. So it was just like a little lounge up at the top where people can go and hang out at the rooftop. So took her there, and I didn't say anything about the rooftop. I only told her about the ballroom.
The ballroom and other event rooms they had.
In the courtyard.
Yeah, his granddad gave us a tour that day of the ballroom, the courtyard. I was like, okay, yeah, I love this. This is awesome, yeah.
And before she even said yes, whatever, because they was showing her the Manda, which is like just around the ballroom and everything.
Yeah.
I had said, and what about a rooftop wedding? And she was like, ooh, but where are we gonna have a rooftop wedding? I'm like,
yeah,
here.
It even crossed my mind, a rooftop wedding. And when his granddad showed me that rooftop,
she sounds like she's in love.
I was in love. I was like, this is my dream venue. I didn't know I wanted a rooftop until I saw it. I was like, yes, rooftop wedding. Are you kidding? Why did I think of this?
So we was going to go with the Partridge, and then tragedy struck. COVID hit again. Harder this time.
And we tried to again plan our wedding for 8/22/22.
Went ahead and got married.
Yeah, so we got married in August of 2022.
Yes.
And we were like, okay, let's do a wedding on New Year's Eve, because if y'all don't know, New Year's Eve is our anniversary of our relationship when we made it official. So it was like, let's have a wedding in there. Like,
started dating
that year.
Right. And then when she saw the date for December 31st of 2023, she was like, that's when you decided.
Like, you know what? 2023, the date is cooler. Is 123/123.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's gonna be better. Like, let's do it next year. I have so much time to plan. And then next year came. We saw a venue in January. I was like, you know what? I want a rooftop.
Yep, she still wanted a rooftop.
I said, I saw the rooftop. I want the rooftop. Let's get the Partridge.
We checked for the Partridge, and they charged $10,000 instead of $15,000. And it was like, well, yeah, we lost that.
Yeah, so they had went up within 2 years of us originally requesting that place. Mm-hmm. Because they got,
renovations.
Yes, renovations. So I was bummed. I was like, oh. So I'm thinking that's the only rooftop in Augusta. So I was like, okay, I really, really want a rooftop hotel venue. Like,
she was trying to figure everything out. You was looking at the Crown. And so I told her about the Hyatt, the hotel that had just opened earlier that year downtown, where people go up to the bar and have a lot of drinks.
Well, let me tell you, y'all. When we toured that place, I was like, this is it. I have found the perfect venue. It had so many windows. Like, everything just seemed so open. Bar area. We had the ballroom, as y'all saw in my short. Like, it was awesome. And I was like, this is it. Only bad thing is, it's a little bit over budget.
Oh, it was very over budget. Fuck a little bit. Very over budget.
Yeah, it was $3,000 for that venue. Plus, you had to pay tips for the bartender and tips for other people. I'm like, alrighty then. So we're gonna have to work really, really hard to make this happen. Mm-hmm. So anyway, with a lot of help from family and us working hard ourselves, we got it done. We got the venue booked. And it was like the best thing ever choosing that venue because y'all will see
He's laughing at you.
Y'all will see in upcoming videos of our wedding how perfect the venue was for us.
Yeah, it was nice.
Having a strict budget. First, to have a budget, you need to go ahead and actually kind of save. So my number one tip is save. I recommend having at least a 1 year engagement. A 1 year engagement so you can save the entire year. And at the end of that, then let's say, okay, get the date and we can start planning. My recommendation for you is to save at least $5,000 to $10,000.
Or take that money, put it towards a motherfucking vacation.
The thing that you're gonna pay for is the venue. That's what we paid for. Our venue was $3,000. Now, the second thing is catering. When you're researching venues, see if they'll let you have your own caterer. If you can do that, then you'll save a whole lot of money. Most hotels won't let you bring your own caterer in. So you want to make sure you have that in mind. And their caterers are pretty much very expensive. Now, decor, like tabletop decor, you can really just do very minimal stuff and it looks so good.
Amazon.
Yes, Amazon was our biggest friend. We got these like tea light candles, battery operated candles, because we don't do fire on 8th floor of a rooftop because that just scared me too much. And then we was looking on Facebook Market. Facebook Market had a lot of people in there giving away free wedding stuff. Unfortunately, it wasn't in my area, but look on there first because people are willing to help you out and also give you good deals because we got a wedding arc on there. We got glasses for the table, like put like tea lights in them. All that was very inexpensive. I say about under $200 for decorations. Your attire. Now with me, my dress, I didn't go to a high-end boutique. That's one way you can save money within your wedding is not go to a high-end boutique. If you don't have the money, you can do things like Affirm because Davis Bridal actually accommodated that and they'll basically break up your payments over time. So it helps you to get money and that way you can go and get your dress and not have to worry about it later on. One last piece of advice that we both can give. Mine is don't be afraid to ask for help. Now, at a certain point, we were like, wow, we cannot do anything else. Our budget is
exhausted.
So my dad came through and he helped out a lot and gave a lot of money for the wedding. And also my bridesmaids, my bridesmaid Angela, she ended up buying jewelry for the entire bridesmaids. So I didn't have to worry about doing that. And they all got their hair done on themselves. I didn't pay for that. They all got their nails done themselves. And they all did each other's makeup. Like my bridesmaid and sister-in-law, Iman, did everybody's makeup. So they saved money doing that. So that's a tip there. Use your resources. Ask for help.
That's some tips on whatever you want to do with your wedding.
So yeah. We appreciate you guys for tuning into our video. And watch next week and all the rest of this month for more wedding content coming soon.